Hi, my name's Courtney. It's been a while since I've put my face on camera, so welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about what has helped me most on my healing journey: emotional processing. In other words, allowing myself to be with my feelings. It sounds a little cheesy, I know, but if you can relate, stick around. In this video, we're going to explore why your emotions are not the problem and how learning to be with your feelings through your body can help you feel more clear, calm, grounded, and connected to yourself. If you're into this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe and join my newsletter in the video description. Let's start with a simple question. Right now, how is your relationship to your emotions? I'm not asking you how you're feeling. I'm asking, how do you respond to your emotions when they arise? Do you get overwhelmed? Do you want to numb yourself out? Or are you somewhere in between? Here's what I want you to know right away. Emotions are natural. They add color, meaning, and direction to our lives. Fear, anger, sadness, none of these are bad. More than that, they're information about what you need and their energy moving through your body. They can also indicate if you're allowing your desires to be fulfilled or not. The problem is probably how you were taught to manage them or not manage them. A lot of us learned early on that emotions were inconvenient, dramatic, or unsafe. Maybe you were told not to cry, maybe you were told that you were too much, or maybe you learned directly or indirectly that your emotions were a burden. So you adapted. You were good at minimizing, at performing fine. You were capable, productive, and in control until you weren't. Over time, suppressing or avoiding your emotions can create a real disconnect from your desires and your inner guidance system, because your emotions are one of the primary ways that your energy system communicates with you. This is personal for me. I grew up with a lot of anxiety and depression, and I thought I could think myself out of it, control it, or override it. I suppressed so much, everything just kept building inside my body until it would backfire and I would cry very easily, so I was labeled weak or sensitive. Working with the body and the breath helped a lot, but what helped me the most was learning how to be with my emotions and not judging them or labeling them as bad or wrong. This allowed them to move through me rather than getting stuck and building up within my energetic system. Part of it was discovering I wasn't alone in this, but maybe most importantly, it was a sense of spiritual connection. And when I say spiritual connection, I don't mean anything out there or fluffy or woo-woo. I mean a sense of expansion, a wider view, a different perspective. My anxiety would soften when I could remember I was more than my thoughts and my feelings, and my depression would feel lighter when I felt it was part of my purpose to process these emotions and to choose something different for myself. If you can relate to this, you're not broken and you're not alone. You're likely experiencing one of these two patterns. The first is overwhelm. When your emotions feel too big, they've probably been building under the surface for a long time. Your system eventually says, okay, we're done holding this. The second is numbing yourself, which is rooted in protection. It's your system saying, this is too much right now, I'm going to buffer it. Both of these are intelligent, survival-based responses, and both of them you can shift. A really important thing to note here is that if your body doesn't feel safe, you won't fully open to an emotion. This is not a mindset. This is physiology. This is protection. But as I mentioned, this can create a backlog of stagnant emotions that can deeply affect the way you experience and perceive your life. So if you've ever wondered, why can't I just process this? The answer is probably simple. Your system is protecting you from feeling too much too fast. And instead of forcing your way into the emotion, gently allow yourself into your body and practice relaxation. So if we have difficulty processing or managing our emotions, 1, we learned that emotions were wrong or dangerous at a very young age. 2, we've probably collected emotional residue, old pain that never fully got processed. And 3, this is a big one, we meld our identity with our emotions. We get lost in them. We do this when we say, I am anxious, I am exhausted, I am angry. Instead of, I'm experiencing anxiety, I'm noticing sadness, I have anger. That distinction matters more than it sounds. When you are the emotion, you can feel like there's no space and you don't have any choice. But when you say, I'm having this feeling, something opens. You leave space for a shift. Now you can witness it, breathe with it, be with it. The tricky part is not to judge it. It's so natural for us to judge what we're feeling, but this just adds another layer of complication on top of an already very raw emotion. When you don't judge it, it moves, it processes, it completes. The energy of that emotion flows through you rather than getting stuck. Here's a gentle reflection you can try. Are there any emotions I tend to avoid? What emotions do I most identify with? No shame, just information. It's not about controlling your emotions, and it's definitely not about being calm all the time. Emotional processing is the practice of witnessing what's happening inside and being okay with it. It's the art of allowing an emotion to arise, to be, and to pass without judging it, numbing it, and suppressing it. I used to shut down a lot as a survival tactic. And I had a lot of clearing of old emotions that I had suppressed over the years. I was so sensitive, everything felt like too much. So I cut myself off from my feelings. But in doing so, I cut myself off from myself. I lost touch with who I was. I lost touch of what I wanted. I lost touch of my ability to make aligned decisions. That's how important your emotions are. Not that you should feed them and follow them and be controlled by them. Hear them. They have a message for you. Acknowledge them, be with them, and they will move on. When you can learn to stop fighting with what you feel, you may find there's a great peace and stillness underneath. And that's the gift of emotional processing. How? You're not going to like these because they're way too simple. Come back to your body. You cannot process your emotions through thinking alone. Emotions are energy. They need circulation. This doesn't mean you have to sit and meditate for an hour if that's not your thing. Body-based processing can look like slow, intentional breathing, walking outside, stretching or gentle movement, shaking out tension, or simply placing your hand on your body and staying present for 30 seconds longer than you want to. The goal is not to get rid of your feelings. It's to build your capacity to be with them so you can allow them to move through you rather than living in you. As you do this, you build self-trust. You may find you have more confidence in taking one step forward towards what you really want. That's what allowing yourself to feel can offer you. If this resonated, I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, join my newsletter, linked in the video description, and I'll see you next time.